The beauty of Yosemite National Park is legendary. The icons of Yosemite, such as Half Dome, El Capitan, Bridal Veil, and Yosemite Falls, have inspired millions of people for generations. The Yosemite Grant established Yosemite as the first lands set aside for preservation and paved the way for the creation of the national park system. Today, Yosemite continues to call to millions of people from around the country and the world. But there's more to the area, as well known as the Fossils to Falls Trail through Yosemite's south entrance. Madera County is California's gateway to Yosemite. The Fossils to Falls Trail shows that the travel is more than just the destination. It's the journey. The trail starts at the Fossil Discovery Center in Chowchilla, amidst the remains of Columbian mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and other Ice Age mammals, all discovered on site, letting you see just how much the land has changed over the past 700,000 years. Continue to the many farms that take advantage of the fertile soil. Many of the fruits, nuts, and vegetables you enjoy each day grew right here in Madera County. Madera is known as the heart of pomegranate country. Take a tour through a working pomegranate farm at Homegrown Cellars and don't miss the seasonal butterfly sanctuary. You will also see countless rows of vineyards, many of which go to the award-winning wines of the Madera Wine Trail and the Yosemite Sierra Wine Road. Years of viticultural experience combined with the ideal climates of the region make for world-class varieties. You can sample these wines at tasting rooms along the trail, ranging from rustic to elegant. Most are still small enough so that you can talk to the winemaker and experience the passion that goes into their creations. History is everywhere in Madera County, and you'll experience that in our many museums throughout the region. Showcasing the gold miners, Native American tribal history, loggers, and many others who shaped the region is the Consortium of Southern Yosemite Museums located throughout the area. The Coarse Gold Museum is one of these great places where Yosemite seems to come alive. Once a stop for the Yosemite stagecoaches, the site is home to buildings more than a century old that still carry with them the feeling of another time. From the old to the new, Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino brings Las Vegas-style gaming to the Central Valley, with its casino, many restaurants, and famous live acts. A few more miles north is the Coarse Gold Historic Village, home to truly unique events throughout the year. With quaint shops year-round, enjoy the eclectic mix of jewelry, gifts, and antiques. Or come for the Peddler's Fair and the Tarantula Festival. Further north is the town of Oakhurst, home to many of the region's lodging properties, dining options, and activities. Along the trail, lodging options are abundant with budget-friendly hotels, lakeside cabins, bed and breakfast inns, and luxurious accommodations. The options are just as diverse for dining, with choices like Central California's only five-star restaurant, Erna's Elderberry House, an elegant setting that sets the standard for hospitality and refinement. The recently opened Southgate Brewing Company, a brew pub that is making big waves with its craft beers brewed on-site and delicious pub fare that is anything but standard. Popular attractions in Oakhurst include the Talking Bear, a roadside stop that has delighted travelers and locals alike for decades, to the Fresno Flats Historic Park and Museum. Fresno Flats hosts numerous events throughout the year focusing on the rich history of the region, while several buildings in the complex all hail from another time, where you can truly experience what life was like back in the 1800s. Art is on display as well, as many say the region has more artists per capita than anywhere else in America. You can see for yourself at Gallery Row, as the beautiful surroundings have inspired some truly one-of-a-kind creations of photography, paintings, sculptures, and more. The Golden Chain Theater in Oakhurst keeps alive the tradition of good old-fashioned fun with hilarious melodramas. The talented performers invite you to boo the villain and cheer the hero, while their plays take you back to a simpler time. If you're into golf, the trail has many golf courses with spectacular views and exciting gameplay for golfers of all skill levels. For those seeking adventure, Zip Yosemite is a must. Imagine zipping along high off the ground, the cool Sierra air blowing through your hair while you take in the views of the Sierra Nevada mountains. It's an amazing experience that delights the young and the young at heart. Take in some of the beauty for yourself at Bass Lake, named one of the West's best lakes by Sunset Magazine. Bass Lake has everything you could need, with lodging, lakeside dining, 3 marinas for water sport needs, fishing, shopping, and a wealth of recreational activities. Even a farmer's market during the summer, all just moments from the water's edge. Bass Lake is also home to popular events throughout the year, such as the Bass Lake Fishing Derby, Bass Lake Classic Triathlon, annual fireworks display on July 4th, and more. With so much to see and do, it's easy to see why Bass Lake is a second only to Yosemite National Park as a popular destination in the area. Just outside of Bass Lake is the town of North Fork. Rich with logging and tribal history, North Fork is also the exact center of California. Once spotted by John Muir atop Half Dome, Nelder Grove is a well-kept secret along the Sierra Vista Scenic Byway. The grove is home to some of the largest trees in the world and makes for an amazing hike through nature. As you continue up towards Yosemite, stop at the Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad and ride through history aboard a century-old Shea locomotive. These giant trains were used to ferry lumber through the forest, but now takes visitors on a scenic tour of the Yosemite National Forest just outside of Yosemite National Park. Just minutes from the railroad, you reach the south entrance of Yosemite, the crown jewel of the National Park System. The south entrance takes you past some of the best highlights of the park, such as Mariposa Grove of giant sequoia, the historic town of Wawona, the Glacier Point, which offers sweeping panoramic views of the park and its high country from thousands of feet above Yosemite Valley. Stop at Tunnel View, one of the most photographed spots in the park, if not the world. Continue to Yosemite Valley, where you can hop on the Yosemite Shuttle and visit all of the iconic locations. Make your way through Yosemite. You can reflect back on a journey that was as rich and exciting as any, and you'll see that the Fossils to Falls Trail through Madera County, California's gateway to Yosemite, truly did make your vacation about the journey and not just the destination. Our dedicated staff of volunteers at the Yosemite Sierra Visitors Bureau would love to tell you more about all there is to see and do along the Fossils to Falls Trail. Stop by our visitor center on your trip to Madera County, California's gateway to Yosemite.